Hey everybody, hey. How everyone is doing? How everybody doing? How you guys doing? It's cold, cold, cold in Chicago. Real cold in Chicago. Hi guys. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing on this cold day? Yes, yes, yes. Hey boo, La Maria. La Maria. How you doing, Maria? How everyone doing? You all, I was on live today on TikTok, and they cut my live off like it wasn't even a minute. I didn't say anything, you all. I am so serious, I promise. I didn't say anything bad, anything wrong, and they cut my live off, and I cannot go live until tomorrow. So yeah, y'all, when you out here telling the truth, they censor you. Yes, hey Quentin, hey Frederick, hey everyone. Yes, so they censor you. So this is where I'm Danny C, you all. So this is where fitness, hey Whitney, Trump 2024, baby, 25, yes. This is where fitness meets politics, okay? And you all look, we gotta look. Yesterday when I was telling you all we gotta counsel, The View. We had to stop looking at The View. I was just listening to them because they had Stephen A on The View. You all, they still don't get it. These people are clueless. So I said Whoopi, and I said we're gonna counsel Sunny, but we finna skip it. We finna throw the whole show away. I can't stand that show. All they do is push division, lies, propaganda. So we're gonna throw The View away. We're gonna throw The View in that category when we counseling all these people, okay? I just forgot to put that up in there. I said it, but I didn't mention The View. So we counseling them too. We throwing them in the corner for 20 or 30 years as well, okay? Say yes, counsel The View, yes. So all of them. So you all, so I had reported on this. So I wanted to come back to this because, as you all know, tomorrow is the council meeting. So the city council meeting. So if you live in Chicago, make sure you try to come to the city council meeting tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 10 o'clock, but you want to get there around 9 o'clock. You want to get there early. So at the council meeting tomorrow, they will be discussing the budget, far as how they're going to make up this $1 billion deficit that we're in, and how are they going to do it. And one of the proposals that Mohawk Brandon Johnson is proposing is to raise the taxes 150 million. All right. They shut him down with the 300 million. So now he's coming back and trying to get 150 million a property tax raise. So this is tomorrow. They'll be deciding on that. They'll be going through the things like that. So tomorrow is the meeting. So if you're able to come, it's 121 North LaSalle Street. So it's the city council. It's the city hall, I mean. But it's the city council budget meeting. All right. So be there, you all, tomorrow. We got to go there. And tomorrow we will be letting you guys know what's going on. And Friday is going to be Famous Friday. And we are going to make one of your aldermen famous. And we're going to be doing that every Friday or every other Friday. Letting you know, keeping you informed on how your elected official is voting, how they're moving, if they're voting in your behalf or what's right for you and your family, or the regular citizens, the taxpayers, or are they voting for somebody else or on someone else's behalf other than yours? You're going to know about that. All right? So that's what's going on tomorrow. And make sure you be there, okay? Because there's going to be some things you all need to know. And you're kind of pretty. Thank you. I live in Maryland, but Chicago is home. I would be there in spirit. Okay. All right. Foundational blacks in Chicago need to turn out in masses. Yes. Yes, we do. We do. That's right, Frederick. We need to turn out in masses to let these people know that we're not playing with them. Because you see, they crashing out. You all, I keep trying to tell you, these Democratic mayors, these Democratic aldermen, they crashing out for these illegals, saying they're not gonna let Trump come in and get them. So you see, they're paying our taxpayer. They're talking about spending our taxpayer money on legal fees for these illegals if Trump tried to take them up out of here. So they crashing out. All the Democratic mayors, the governors crashing out for these illegals, okay? And not for you, all right? So with that being said, I'm a foundational Black America. Let's hook up in Chicago. Yeah, so we Chicago. So I always put down the information. If you want to be a part of Chicago Flips Red, then you know the information. You can go to Chicago all hands on deck at gmail.com. Okay, so you all, I talked about this. I talked about this issue while these mayors crashing out for these illegals and what's going on. You see, we've been talking about what's going on in our neighborhood, period. This is before the news was covering it. This is before the news would cover these things. I told you all, we're going to cancel those news outlets, CNN, because they're not telling the truth. They're pushing propaganda. We are canceling in MSNB, DNC. Okay, we're canceling them. We're going to cancel ABC. See, all these networks that's not reporting on the things that's really going on in the street, that's really going on with the grassroots people, we are saying what's happening. If you are lying and you're saying it's not happening or you're not reporting on it, then no, you're not credible news. Then, so that's why we look at YouTubers. That's why we get our news from YouTubers, from social media, from X, because we know that you all are liars and you all have been proven to be liars, mainstream media, time and time again. You are an enemy of the people, okay? So I had reported on the video, right, that Trendy Agua is here, right? And they're multiplying over different states and cities. They're getting bigger. Their crime ring is getting bigger, and they're starting to spread out to all these different places, especially sanctuary cities. So I did a video on that, and I showed you all the map and where they're at. We know that they're in Chicago and all of these other sanctuary cities because we shield them. We cover them. We don't cooperate with ICE to give them that criminal information. So that means ICE cannot come in and get these criminals. So they're operating in the confounds of sanctuary cities because they don't have to worry about getting locked up. They don't have to worry about ICE coming in, deporting them, and they can just do crime and get away with it. This is how they operate. So they're here. They're in all these sanctuary cities. So this is our mayor crashing out, saying that he's not going to let Trump come in and get these people up out of here, right? So I reported on this because I told you all they were putting them all in our neighborhood, all in the Black neighborhood, all in the, and so you all know, okay, we have gangs, right? We had different gangs in Chicago, in the Black neighborhoods, in the Black areas, right? So when they start colliding, if you got Trendy Agua here, if you got Black gangs here, whatever, Vice Lords, GDs, whatever, they all different branches. If you get them, it's going to be a clash, right? And then you're going to put them all in the low income neighborhoods. Okay, y'all know it's going to be an issue, right? So not only do Chicago, we have a high crime rate already, right? Because of the soft on crime with these democratic policies, right? So they never have benefited us. They always either they're soft on crime with the criminals, and then the law abiding citizens, they're hard on us. They can make it well, we can't get a gun. If we want to be concealed and carry, we got to go through all these hoops, all these regulations. You can't carry it, your gun in the park. If you're a legal citizen with a conceal and carry, you can't take the gun in the park. You can't take it on the L station, which those are the places that I want to take my gun. If I got to go on the L and they robbing people on the L, why I can't take my gun there? Or if I do take my gun there and have it there as a concealed and carry, register as to having a concealed and carry card, and if I do take it on the platform, L, and then I have to use it because I defended myself because I was getting robbed, then I'm going to get penalized because I shouldn't have my gun on the L station. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, you all. So I'm doing what was right. I follow all the rules. I go to take my classes, learn the rules of carrying a gun. And now you tell me I can't have them in these places that I really need to have them. And then when I do have them, and I have to use my weapon on a L station because it's criminals who didn't get the memo, who don't abide by the rules, and they gonna have a gun whether they should have it or not. And they try to rob me and I kill them, then I got to go to jail and get a lawyer and try to fight this case. Because guess what? You were supposed to have that gun on the L station in the first place. This is how dumb the democratic policies are. So, because they're soft on crime with the criminals, and they're, so the criminals just they go to jail for guns, and then they get right back out, go to jail because they carjacked somebody, and because they 14, they get right back out. So we have crime here. Now you pack on 70,000 people. You bring us 70,000 people that have not been vetted, that have not, who we don't know who they are, and then you let them in. Okay, so if you go to jail, bail you out. So I had reported on this because we knew that's going to be a problem, right? You bring in a lot of middle-aged, a lot of men, young boys that are like 18 to maybe 24. It's a lot of them over here, you all. They are everywhere. Those are the ages from 18 to like 24, 26, something like that. Let's look in that range. So you get all these young males coming over here in our neighborhoods, right? And you think it's not going to be a problem. You think it's not going to be a problem. So I had talked about this on and posted this on my Facebook, right? So I wanted to come back because what happened with my husband was talking to his a friend of his who is a commander. He's a commander in a CPD. And so they were talking today, and he was just saying about now how the gangs are really into it with each other, the Venezuelan gangs and black gangs, and how it's been, shooting and things like that. But we knew this. We knew this was happening some months ago. We knew this was going to happen. But because, like I told you in that other video, how we counsel and Roland Martin and all them, because they don't live around this, they don't have to deal with this, their kids don't have to walk in these neighborhoods and things, they don't care. So they're going to tell you to vote Democrat. So that's why we counseling them. So I had been reporting on this, and the police wasn't covering this. The police wasn't out there telling you about this because they couldn't talk about all this crime because they didn't want the Democrats to look bad during election time while they were campaigning. Any bad things that any bad policies, she didn't want to take, they didn't want the Democrat Party to be no way tied in with all this crime and all these people here and what's going on with this border situation. So when these illegals or whatever they were doing was committing crimes, they didn't report it. So you didn't know about it. They it was happening, but they wasn't reporting it, and it wasn't on the news showing you what's going on in Chicago. So we knew this. So, and they definitely was keeping a tight lip, because if it got out that Trendiagua is here and the crimes they're committing, and then they're into it with the black gangs and things like that, that would definitely be that would be a big stain on the Democrat Party, especially during election time. So they didn't want to show all this, but I had covered it. I had showed this. Now, let me just warn y'all. The mainstream media ain't gonna show this, right? So y'all got to go, y'all got to bear with me when I'm trying to tell you. Like I told my clients, because they didn't know what was going on, right? They just know it was a bunch of, if they stay over east or whatever, they were hearing a bunch of shooting and things like that. So they didn't know what was going on. But see, you got to go listen to these young people, y'all, because the young people got a whole other underground YouTube system going on. So we're coming on here and we're listening to us. But the younger generation that's knowing what's happening on the streets, whereas if it's gang related, criminal related, what's going on, they got their own little YouTube and network, y'all. And so we don't necessarily go listen to these people, because you be like, what they talking about? What they saying? But they're telling you what's really going on in the streets, and especially with these young people, with these gangs and things like that. So I had to go when my son sent this to me, because he's younger. I had to go and follow this dude who was talking about this. But it's not my cup of tea. But hey, these young kids tell the news before the news tell the news, okay? Because they know what's going on. So I'm gonna let you hear what I have reported already that was going on in our neighborhoods. And that was one of the things we addressed at the meeting, because we were saying that, okay, you putting all these people in our neighborhoods, and it's gangs, so it's already violence. Then Brandon Johnson, you're trying to get rid of ShotSpotter, which if it's a gunshot being shot, then it hones right in on the location where they heard the gunshots, and it sends the police right there to that exact area. So now Mayor Johnson, Mohawk Johnson, was hell bent on getting rid of the ShotSpotter. So now you let all these illegals in, young guys, and you put them in the neighborhood with young black guys, and it's going to be a gang war. So this is what we were going up there concerned about as well, because this is just, it's going to be a situation when we know that. So let me let you hear. Now, this gentleman, he's from Chicago, but hey, y'all got to listen, because they be talking slang. And a lot of times I say we got to go get the Urban Dictionary. But hey, these young people, I have to go follow this guy, because they telling you what's going on in the streets. And I'm going to come back to it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the times, because this gentleman reported on this.
Like button.
Okay.
I'm gonna like y'all list.
Hold on. Now, this was 3 months ago when I reported on this, and I was telling people about this and my clients to beware of what's going on. This was 3 months ago, right? When this guy was telling what was going on. Now, this is in Chicago. If you stay on the east side, if you stay by South Shore Drive, 83rd and Manistee and things like that, this is where this is happening at. So let me show you.
We in here talking about no limit, man.
Look.
No limit. And the Venezuelans and, the migrants that have moved to Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they deep as hell in Chicago, and they wreaking havoc, bro. Like they downtown, up and downs on people, doing all type of shit. They having knife fights, gun fights. They kidnapping people. They assaulting women, all type of shit. You know, there's been Chicago crime rate was already bad. Our shit is horrible now that they ass up. But
Listen.
A member from No Limit by the name of NLMB Calvin, man. You know, his ass from like Herb and them era and shit. You know, he was shot and killed yesterday, bro. You know, and it's being said that one of these migrants. Before I say that, let me.
Oh, hold on. Okay, here you go. Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute, what just happened? Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like they deep as hell in Chicago,
okay.
And they wreaking havoc, bro. Like they downtown, up and downs on people, doing all type of shit. They having knife fights, gun fights. They kidnapping people. They assaulting women, all type of shit. You know, there's been Chicago crime rate was already bad. Our shit is horrible now that they ass up. But a member from No Limit by the name of NLMB Calvin, man. You know, his ass from like Herb and them era and shit. You know, he was shot and killed yesterday, bro. You know, and it's being said that one of these migrants. Before I say that, let me tell you about, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation. So it was just a big ass shootout over there. Yesterday, it was the day before yesterday, big ass shootout over there, and it was between between No Limit and these Venezuelan immigrants, bro. They with the shits, bro. On phone them, these migrants, they with that shit. Like they ass from a third world country, bro. They with all that shit, knives, guns, whatever you want to do. So they done, I guess they ended ended up over in No Limit area, and the type of shit that they on.
Okay, let me bring a little context to what's going on. Okay, so No Limit is a game that G Herbo. I don't know if you all know G Herbo. Now G Herbo is from Chicago, and he's from that area. Now G Herbo is a rapper, a well-known rapper, and that's his people over there. So that's their area over there. So they put a lot of those illegals and a lot of those apartment buildings over there. And I told you they were young people, and they got into it with the black gangs, G Herbo gang, and No Limit, which is called No Limit. They got into it with these guys, and it was a shootout over here. Now this was 3 months ago. It was a shootout over there, and this is in. What happened is one of the members of No Limit got killed, and by a Venezuelan who had just got over here and things like that. So this is what he's talking about.
No, the type of shit that they on, trying to be on over there, No Limit not for that shit. So everybody know how drenching them coming. They drenching shit. So it's like, and everybody know how the damn Venezuelans, they from a third world country. They with the shit too. So it was a big ass shootout, bro. It was a big ass shootout, and Calvin, No Limit Calvin, he ended up getting shot and killed in the midst of that shit, fool. It's crazy. You would think like, all right, let the migrants come here. You know what I'm saying? They looking for work and shit, and goddamn it, like, all right, like, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they ass finna get put to work. Like they ass finna be out here helping build houses and shit, paint walls and shit, drywall, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they know some shit. They know how to help build houses, all type of shit, important shit. You would think like, all right, they finna come here and get to the money, and you know what I'm saying? They finna. They probably know how to do other shit, but that's off top of my head. Like I know they know how to help build houses and all type of shit, paint your walls. Like they got you on phone them. They gonna get your shit right. But whole time they on bullshit. They in here, they taking shit. They assaulting women. Y'all heard I said that they assaulting women. They up and down. They robbing people. They killing all type of shit. So it's like And they moving to the trenches with that shit. Like these is black neighborhoods that they moving to. Like 78th and Essex, it's like predominantly black area, bro. So for the Venezuelans to move over there and try to, you know what I'm saying, you know, do they little 1-2 over there is crazy. You would think they wouldn't even try the shit because, you know, once they peep what's going on over there, like, yeah, shorting them treacherous over there. You would think the Venezuelans see that shit and be like, all right, we gonna go over there. We gonna go somewhere else. We ain't finna try to do what we gonna try to do over here. They still own it, and it's like it's gonna be a war, bro. Like, cause I know them third world country people, they not for none. But shorting them not for none neither. So it's just finna be a battle royale around this motherfucker. It's just finna be a goddamn it. It's finna be an all out. It's finna be fireworks over there, fool. Like, no 4th of July, fool. Like, it's finna be busting between Drench and these Venezuelans, fool. You know.
Okay, so now listen. So these are some. So I don't be like. So this is what the kids, like the younger kids, they listen to these podcasts because they telling exactly what's happening on the street. Now, notice, like I said, that was 3 months ago. The news wasn't covering this. We was down there talking about it, but the news was acting like this is not happening. It wasn't an issue. This is not a problem. This is how the news, this is how they try to not let you know what's going on when you trying to tell what's going on in your neighborhood and what you see and what you're telling. They telling you now those lies, and that's misinformation. Okay. But these people, the black gangs and the black boys and the young boys, they already got the memo. Because you should have saw the comments under there saying, we sliding on anybody. Anybody look this way, they get dealt with. We sliding on them and all this stuff, right? So all this is going on and you don't even know about it. You just walking around, you a woman, grown woman, 40, 50, whatever. You walking around, going to the grocery store around there. You just minding your business. You don't know they got a war going on because in your neighborhood with these Venezuelans and the black guys. You don't even know because the news is not reporting because they're not going to tell you what's going on because they're trying to shield the Democrats, not to make them look bad and give them these and to show how bad this situation really is. So, but we've been saying this for running down there when they start putting them in our neighborhood for like almost 2 years. We've been complaining about this and what was going to happen with these gangs and things, right? So that was 3 months ago. So listen, now my husband was around there at South Shore Culture Center. That's around there, South Shore Drive. So him and his buddies were down there playing at the golf course. Over there on South Shore. All right, the Culture Center. So they over there golfing, and he said all they heard was gunshots, like they was in a war. Like they heard like a war. All you heard was gunshots, zzz, 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 right? This is all you hearing. So we're not aware that they got this whole gang war going on. But he said that, right? And so I'm like, dang, he said we had to get up. You know, we was on the golf course, but we was like, dang, what's going on? So now this gentleman had already said this is what's going on. So now now he getting ready to come with the other video for the next day. So the next day, what the context is, one of the guys who was over there, because one of his guys got killed, now he getting ready to go over there and retaliate. So let's just say your guy get killed, and then the next day you getting ready to go and shoot up the whole where all the Venezuelans at, because you know the Venezuelans probably in these buildings and where y'all at war, who y'all at war and where they stand at. So you getting ready to go and retaliate, right? So this is the next day. He getting ready to report on this after Calvin, No Limit Calvin got killed by one of those Venezuelans. All right, so let's go to the other video. See, so now if if you don't subscribe to these people and you're not looking at these podcasts, you don't know what's going on. Because like I said, this is mostly with young people. The young people, be following these, type of podcasts and see what's going on. But when I looked under the comments, I'm like, dang, they were like going in. We knew that. Yeah, we over there now. We finna slide on them right now and all of that. It was crazy. But who didn't know that was getting ready to happen? All right, so now he's getting ready to report on the next day what's happening. So this is how the young kids seeing what's going on.
A gun switch,
Okay,
which
let's
they
go.
call a machine gun. They don't just say.
Okay. See how you, all right. Let's see. Hold on. Me. Why is it not coming on? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, let me get this, y'all. That says on. Let me see. Let me come out of it and go back, y'all. All right, let me come back and go back in so y'all can hear what they saying, what he's saying now.
But it's.
Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute.
They got 18th Street by the immigrants or the migrants. The building, man. As soon as y'all get up in here, make sure y'all smash the like button. Say
Okay,
which
here we
number
go.
like y'all is. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, man. We a little late, but we made it, fool. We finna talk our shit. So look, man. Yesterday, breaking news, man. No Limit Cairo bumped with a switch and a steamer, man. Stolen vehicle, man. They got them with a gun and a switch, which they call a machine gun. They don't just say, they call it a machine gun. I mean, it is though, but they call them with a switch and a steamer and a stolen car and shit like that. So the whole time, bro, all of this shit is on the heels of a member by the name of No Limit Calvin getting killed, fool. They found Cairo in a handicapped parking spot in a stolen car with a Glock with a switch on it. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at his mug shots, like Cairo, he looked like he was off the drugs. You know what I'm saying? But the word that's getting back about the situation, man, is that Cairo was on the way to get back for Calvin. No Limit Calvin, who got killed by the immigrants or the migrants, the Venezuelan migrants. For the people who don't know, man, it's a war going on over East. Not just between No Limit and KTS and Death Row. Like, it's on some racial shit going on, man. The No Limits is into it with the Venezuelan migrants, fool. And one of Cairo homies got killed yesterday. And the word that's getting back is that Cairo was bumped by 12 on the way to get back for Calvin. You know what I'm saying? On the way to go do something to the Venezuelans for doing something to Calvin. His ass was booked and they grabbed him and he had, you know what I'm saying? He was in a steamer with a switch.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm laughing. Hold on. I told y'all we don't necessarily listen to them because you gotta know some ebonics, right? They be like, when they be talking, I be like, huh? What did he mean? What did he say? Here I go. I was like, what does that mean? What did that mean? Okay, so what he basically saying is that, okay, so Calvin got killed by one of those Venezuelans because they were had a shootout, they into it. And No Limit Cairo, who is over that, found out, and he was on his way with one of his guys in a car, in a stolen car, and he was on his way to go retaliate. And he was saying they had switches, they had a bunch of guns with switches on it because they was getting ready to go and do what they was gonna do. On the way there, 12, he said 12, which is the police, stopped him. And that when they stopped him with all the got him with the guns and stuff and arrested him. So that's what's going on with that. So now this is the issue. You all Venezuelans and the blacks are into it with each other. You killed the black boy. Now they're getting ready to go retaliate, and then their leader get caught up with the police and get locked up because he got the gun with the switch. So now it's an all-out war going on over there. All-out war, because now my leader done got locked up because he was getting ready to go in and take care of the business. And he got locked up, and now because of you all, so it's getting ready to be an all-out war over there, right? And that's what has been happening. And so now they're making it where it's not just a war, it's a racial war. It's going down. It's been going down. So these people been talking about this 3 months ago, but like I said, I don't necessarily, I be like, me and y'all, we be listening to people that, that's telling us, about our age. But to know what's really going on in the streets, you got to listen to people like this because they going to tell it before the news tell it. They going to tell it where everybody know. And so I talked to my son, and I told my son, I said, you got to be careful when you go around different places because, I'm hearing it's a war but I'm hearing it because my husband, who's a police officer, he getting the inside details that they're not reporting or putting on the mainstream news or talking about it. So I'm telling my son, look, you got to be careful when moving around because blah, blah, blah. He said, oh, yeah, we know about that. We heard about that. That's what's going on. We've been knew about that. Everybody. So you see what I'm saying? They know, the young people know what's going on. We walking around like lolly, 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 lolly. We waiting for the news to tell us it's a problem when we know it's a problem. We telling y'all it's a problem. We down here at City Hall telling y'all it's a problem. But you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. If you don't know, that's why we counseling all these mainstream medias that's embedded in these liberal media networks that only cater to the Democrat Party, who won't tell what's really going on, who's another arm of the Democrat Party, and they're not going to tell you what's really happening in these streets. That's why I said that on my other video. We the news now. Everybody on the phone, everybody who care about what's happening in their neighborhood, everybody who care about what's happening in Chicago or in your neighborhood or America, you're the news now. You're going to show what's happening because we're not waiting for them to tell us that it's a war going on. And now you walking around the street not knowing that we got rapists over here. The rape crime that went up. We got them killing, them robbing people. They ain't putting this on the news, but yet and still this is happening. And now you waiting for them to tell you this is happening. No, we not for that no more. Like I told y'all, they lost all credibility during this election when they really you saw the propaganda and the lies they push. That's over for the mainstream media. So however they feel like they getting ready to suffer those low ratings, they suffering it already, then oh well, deal with it. Because I told y'all, they need to be in jail for treason against the American people, and so did this Biden and Harris administration. Because anytime that we don't have real news, and anytime we don't have real journalists who really telling you the truth and what's going on, then they need to be somewhere. But they're not credible because we don't have real journalists no more. We just got commentator and opinion and people telling you that go look over here, ain't nothing to look over there, don't look that way, look that way. And if you report it, they tell you it's misinformation and disinformation. We ain't going for that no more. All right, we gonna look. We gonna believe our lying ass, like I told y'all in the other video. We ain't going for this garbage no more. So let me go. So like I said, this is the one of the people that the young people listen to, and they know what's going on in the streets. And I necessarily didn't know this was going on far as well. I'm talking about at that time, but you know, we knew that it was going to be some issues because we was up there complaining about this very thing. So yeah, so let me let him finish talking, and then we're gonna go. The underwear that men trust, and I'm gonna go show y'all something.
His ass was booked, and they grabbed him, and he had, you know what I'm saying, he was in a steamer with a switch, you know, and you know, it's crazy, man. I've been seeing the comments of the people, you know, talking their shit in the about that video that I dropped about, you know, this situation with Calvin, though. I've been seeing the people comments, and you know, y'all all over the place. I ain't gonna lie, fool. I don't even know where to start. Y'all saying all type of shit, you know, and you know, I noticed a lot of people saying like, yeah, they trying to do this shit all over the country. They said the people who run Venezuela or whatever let a whole bunch of this was one of the craziest.
Well, we know Trump said that. Remember when Trump said they were emptying out their jails and sending people over here? Trump been telling us that, but the mainstream media told us he was lying. They told us he was xenophobic. They told us he was pushing racism. Remember they told us that? Trump told us that they were emptying out their jails, sending these people over here, and they called him xenophobic, racist, and all that. That's what they told Trump. He told us we had fake news. He called it fake news. Remember, back in 2016, we didn't understand what he was talking about. Now we see exactly what Trump was talking about.
They end up letting them in. So I ain't gonna lie, fool, that's wild. I ain't even into all the politics and all that type of shit, but for y'all to release all y'all prisoners and to allow the craziest ones, you know, like all y'all killers basically, you know what I'm saying? Just put it like that. They let all the Venezuelans killers out of jail, and they just let them in the U.S. right now. Like, they just let them in America. And slowly but surely, you know, they making their way around this motherfucker. Like, they making their way around. You know, I heard there's some up in, they got some shit going in New York. They having a problem in New York. Cali been a place where, you know, Hispanic gang members or whatever you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Cali, they full of that shit. They got 18th Street, MS-13, Mexican Mafia. Like, they been you know what I'm saying? They share that shit over there. But Chicago, I'm telling you, fool, like, this not no Cali shit. I mean, like, we got the Kings and then we got all the Latin folks and all that shit, but them is homegrown Hispanic people doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? We got a whole neighborhood called the Back of the Yards, Little Village. That's they shit on Fulton. That's the Hispanic shit. They run that shit. Goddamn, you got the La Razas, you know, but as far as like, yeah, a whole bunch of Mexican mafias and a whole bunch of MS-13s from goddamn it Guadalajara and Venezuela, like top killers just got let out of prison and to come to the rack, like from Venezuela, and it's like, nah, bro, that's new. That's definitely like that's some alien shit to me. Like that's crazy. What's to the Venezuelan government anyway? But okay. No, you know.
Let me see what else we
I was seeing, so boom, there go a little bit of background as far as like how this shit even able to happen. It's like it's because they did that shit. So now, so basically, long story short, these people that I just spoke on, they done made their way over into No Limit neighborhood, and they going at it right now. I'm folding them like they going at it, you know. And it's like it's crazy because it's like ain't nobody finna go. You know, ain't nobody for none. But it's wild because it's like whole time they come with a different level of warfare. Like, Like they ass come like I heard there's jungles and shit over there. Like they
Okay, so basically what he's saying is, like we saying, they ain't going. So you got the black gangs with the Venezuelans. Now here's the kicker, you all. Like the commander was telling my husband, we talk close that door because it's cold. Here's the kicker, you all. They don't get arrested. If they get arrested, they can go. You can't get that. If they get arrested, it's glue. If they get arrested, guess what, you all? They are protected. They're protected. Meanwhile, your kids, your black kids, or your kids, if they go and get into it with these people and go through something, guess what? They gonna get arrested. Because guess what? They gonna take them to jail. They going to jail. And these Venezuelans or these illegals, guess what they can do? They can get up out of here. They can go kill your son, kill your kid or whatever, and they can go and fly back or go to a whole nother state. Because don't nobody know who they are. They lying about who is who, what their name is, all type of stuff. So this is what we already told you all that was going to happen. This is what we warned about. Anytime you putting people in neighborhoods and doing these type of things, and you know it's going to cause conflict, like the gentleman said, why would you put all them people over there? You already know it's going to go down because you know those young boys over there ain't finna let these Venezuelans just come and just be ruthless. But then you got the ruthless Venezuelans, Trinidad, they over there too. So now it's just an all-out war. So when my husband, when he was out there golfing, because they not reporting on this. So when he was out there golfing over by that way, then they out there and they hearing all gunshots like they was at war, like they in a combat zone. And like he said, he said it was just like, you know, they had switches and stuff because, you know, it's like a machine gun. And now you hear that it's a war all over there. Then you hear people over there coming out saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They added with these Venezuelans and stuff. So this is what we're talking about that we, the people, have to deal with. And we necessarily don't be like you. You are regular citizens. Me, you know, we gonna go to work, come home. We not into none of that. We don't listen to these people, you know, like, what's his name? CSP. I appreciate him for telling what's going on. But me and you and all that, we don't listen to him. We just going, working, living our lives, trying to take care of our families. We don't know about this stuff. And now you crawling the crossfire because you just trying to come home from your job and they in a whole war with each other. And then you got the mainstream media and the Democrats trying to get this out to you, the people who should know about it, because they don't want it to look bad on them during election time and while she campaigning. That's what I'm saying about these people. And you got these Roland Martins and The View and these Joy Reeds and this D.L. Hughley who want you to go and vote for this garbage. Yo, they don't have to deal with this. When I was telling y'all, they do not have to deal with this garbage. You do. So now, I just showed y'all. So this fella commented on this, like I showed you, it was 3 months ago. He talked about this, right? So they're getting the news out. Me, you, the people who do podcasts, they're getting the news out and telling you what's going on so you can be aware. What the media ain't even talking about it. The people, the mainstream media, they steady arguing with us that we need to stop calling them illegal and those are immigrants and we need to stop hating on let me show you how bad these people are. We out there, we are up there telling what's going on. We're complaining about this very thing. The media and the news people and this what Brandon Johnson and these Democrats doing. They're hanging signs in our neighborhood telling us to stop hating on the immigrants. and black people hating on the immigrants, and black people xenophobic. They putting, so this is what they're doing. They not telling you what these illegals doing and how they are into it with our black kids and our black boys and our black sons and whatever. They not telling you that. They just showing that narrative is we're hating on immigrants. And no, we ain't gonna say immigrants. Let's call it what they are. Illegals. Illegals who, like Trump said, 180 countries have emptied out their jails and sent these people here. In the other video I just showed y'all how many rapists we got. How many was it? 15,000 rapists here. How many convicted criminals was here? Heinous crimes. I think I showed y'all in the video. It was what? 14,000. Altogether it was 45,000. That was just convicted of a crime period. And like he said, 2.2 million people who were just criminals, and counting the terrorists, not counting the getaways, not counting the people who they couldn't catch. Come on, y'all. So this is what the Democrat Party do. This is what these people do. They sit up there and try to shut it up. Don't hush your mouth, you. The people, me, who tell them what's going on, they label us and talk about we spewing misinformation, disinformation. Like the people in Ohio, who when Trump talked about the cats and the dogs. Now, it were the very people in that council meeting like us. They were complaining about their pets becoming missing and their cats, and they were complaining about this, the ducks and everything. And when Trump said it, oh, he's a liar. He's this. He's racist. He's all of this. They labeled him. But it was the people who were saying it. It was the people who were saying it. And then they got one lady, oh, she said it wasn't true. It don't matter. It was other. You had way more others saying that this is what's happening. And then you had people from Haiti who just came here 7 months ago saying, yes, it do. We eat cats and dogs in Haiti. That's what we do. You can go into a store and pick it out. You can go into a store and pick out a cat and say, they got stores like chicken. Like we pick out chicken. You can pick out cats. And you can pick the cat, you go cook it, you eat it. That's our culture. That's not a big deal to us. But the media, when these people are telling what's going on in their neighborhoods, like we are, they want to label, the Democrat Party want to tell you that's not happening. That's a lie. That's not happening. Why would you say that? You're a racist. You're a xenophobic. You're all of this. They want to call you all of this because you already telling what's going on, what you're seeing, what's happening. But meanwhile, if that happened in their neighborhood, if that happened around their kids, oh, they ain't even gonna deal with it. Man, please let somebody come in their neighborhood and take one of their pets. You know them white liberals love their pets. You know they love them animals. And that's all they got, because remember they, like J.D. Vance say, what they child is cat with ladies. So they cats are their kids. Now let one of these illegals come and take one of their cats or they so-called kids, because you know they don't have kids because they don't believe in family and all that. You know how they are. You know how these people are. Let them take let one of their cats go missing or whatever. You think they gonna stand for it? Oh, they gonna raise holy hell if they cat go missing, because they cats are their family, they pets are their family. But you go and say something when they put 20,000 illegals in one neighborhood that holds your neighborhood, your community is a community of 50,000. They dumped 20,000 people from another country. From Haiti, you come right from Haiti right to this, right here, and dump them in your small town. Hades, and all these people know, in Hades, we eat cats. We do this. That's our culture. It's nothing wrong with that to us. We don't do, this is what we do. And they take these people without getting them acclimated, without telling them what's going on, without telling them, hey, you got to learn English. Hey, this is the culture over here. Hey, this is how we do things over here. No, they bypass all of that. Remember, they bypass all of that. They came over here illegally. So the proper vetting, the proper things the channels they had to go through, when you try to come over here the right way, They didn't have to go through that. So you take a town of 20,000 and put them in a town of 50,000. And you think you ain't going to have no problems? You think you ain't going to have a situation that's going on? You think it's going to be gravy? No. These people got a whole different culture. These people can't even drive. And then you let them drive and they killing people? No. Just like we saying now, you let these people come out and they come over here and put them in our neighborhood. Now these people, whatever they do, they doing it here. So now I got to deal with restaurants, entire restaurants on every block in my neighborhood. Because no, these people don't come over here the right way when they have to be better. You have to tell them, hey, this is not how we do things over here. You can't just set up a whole entire restaurant outside and do this, especially if it's a residential area and things like that. You can't do things like that. That's not legal. And if you want to go out here and do things, you got to get a peddler's license. You got to have a permit. You got to have this. No. They just bypass all that and put them in our neighborhood. And now you got restaurants on every block while you a taxpaying homeowner. Now you got your kids, your boys sitting up there, in a war with these Venezuelans, because now they coming over here and think they gonna run stuff like they did when they was in Venezuela or whatever country they come from. And then they want you to deal with it. They want me to deal with it and shut up talking. No. And then we got these mayors crashing out, talking about, no, you can't come and get these people. We're going to fight Trump every step of the way. We ain't going to let ICE come in and get these people. You a daggone fool. You's a lie. You is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna deal with that garbage. Right. Illegals is not illegal. It's not legal. That's what my big thing. Stop trying to blur that line. Stop. The Democrats, they real good at that. The Democrat Party is real good at calling evil good, good evil. They real good at that. At trying to twist things and reprogram you. They think if they can tell you a lie long enough, you're going to believe it. They real good at that. They real good at calling things what they not. That's a man. No, that's a woman. No, I'm looking at, that's a man. No, that's a woman. No, that's a man. No, that's a woman. How dare you call that a woman? No, a man. No, how dare you call that as a man? That's a woman. No, that's a man. And then they label you, oh my God, you're xenophobic, you're transphobic, you're all this. And now they label you and want to put you on the racist, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, all that. Label you, start putting labels on you because you saying no, this is what it is. These people are here illegally. You're not going to convince me to call them newcomers. You're not going to convince me to call them dreamers. You're not going to convince me to call them all this other asylum seekers. No. I'm going to call them what the Constitution call them, illegal aliens. See, they good at that garbage. They good at trying to convince you that don't believe your lying ass. Deal with it. No, don't say that. No, that's not true. No, this is what it is. No, when I go to the store, I can't even afford groceries no more. That's not true. Inflation is down, remember? Inflation is down. No, the economy is great. Bionomics is working. This is what they do. That's why they lost. And they still haven't learned. That's why they're going to be in the corner for 20 and 30 years. They ain't learned yet, y'all. They want us to be delusional. And because we don't go and play into that delusion, we looking at whatever it is. We calling it exactly what it. No. This is what it is. I don't care what y'all want me to think and what y'all trying to get me to believe, but this is what it is. See, this is what that party do. That's why I keep saying, until they learn, these people need to be, they got to go. We got to counsel all these fools. I'm not playing. So, some of y'all mad, thirsty in these comments. She's trying to get views. You can say what you want to say, Gary. They just say it's same thing about settlers. Whatever, she have what we need. Everybody trying to get views. Whatever. Well, why you on here? If I'm trying to get views, why are you on here? Don't give me that view. Why are you on here? If I'm trying to get views, why are y'all on here? I keep telling y'all about these miserable people. They know they come on my live. They know what I'm about. I'm very vocal and very clear on what I am and what I stand for. I support Trump. I'm a Republican. I support Trump in every way, form, fashion, everything. I support Agenda 47. I support him getting rid of this education, screwed up educational system, the Department of Department of Education in Washington. Yes, I do. I support him revamping the whole system. I support him draining the swamp. I support everything he want to do. I support it 100%. My stance don't change. So when you come on Danny C, I support the Democrats being in jail, being in a timeout, being somewhere for 40 years. I support them not being in power for 40 years. I support us flipping Chicago red. I support us flipping Illinois red. I want us to flip United States red. This is Danny C. I'm making it very clear what I want. So whenever you come on Danny C live or whatever Danny C got to say, this is what you're going to get. So if you don't want to, and you guys say, if I'm just trying to get views, why are you dummy coming on here? Ain't my views haven't changed. What I believe haven't changed. I'm not, what I stand on is what I stand on. So y'all coming on my live feed telling me stuff. Why y'all here? I know why y'all here, because you miserable and you don't have a life. You don't have nobody who want to be around you. You childless cat ladies, or you don't have a man because you're an independent woman that the Democrat Party told you, and you don't have no kids because they told you to get rid of your kids. Remember they had a whole bus for the DNC to get rid of your babies. They had it sitting outside, remember? So you can get rid of your babies. So you don't have kids, so you lonely. You don't have a husband. All your men is gay because that's all y'all want to do is make all y'all men feminine. That's y'all party. So y'all don't have no masculine men. So those men are not having babies. So that's why y'all lonely. Y'all a bunch of lonely people. And so y'all come on and y'all got cats and y'all got dogs and parrots and gerbils and things like that. That's y'all people. That's those people or those animals keep y'all company. So when y'all, that's what it is. So you need some attention. You need some attention. So you come on my live that you know is talking the opposite of what you believe. And then you troll and then you talk and you say dumb stuff because you want some attention. And I'm going to give you some attention because I know that's what you want. And I know that's what you suffer. That's what you're suffering because that's what you need. I know that you're suffering. I know you lonely. I know that nobody want to be around you. I know you're a child cat ladies or feminine men or whatever else. I know that. So it's going to be okay because in the end, I'm going to lead you to Jesus. Okay? Okay, how about that? How about y'all stay on, trolls? Because I love y'all. I love all of y'all. And then I'm going to lead you to Jesus. How about that? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So y'all, you got to troll these black people. Deal with it. Right. Deal with it. Stop crying. Deal with it. So, listen, y'all. I mean, people crazy. They crazy, y'all. People are crazy. Okay, so I just want so now that we see, so those were, now I'm going to show y'all. That was 3 months ago, right? Let me just let y'all see. Look, if y'all can see, 3 months ago. So this is not too long to happen, y'all. This was in the summertime. This was happening. And I put it out there because my clients didn't know about it. The people, my Facebook and people didn't know about it. And I knew they were just out here walking around, didn't know, right? So let me look when the news covered it. And then it wasn't even in regular news because all the other news never covered it. But Fox covered it. So Fox covered this because this is what's happening on the streets. This is what we're complaining about. So let me show you now. Fox was the only news that covered this, you all. The only news outlet that covered what's happening in Chicago in this game war was Fox. The other news stations didn't cover this, y'all. Okay, so this gentleman, that's why I said we got to go to the trenches and get our news, y'all. So let me tell y'all can go follow. His name was CSP. His channel was CSP. And the gentleman channel that he was just, the reason why I tell y'all to go follow channels like that, I know it's a lot of, slang and the way they talk and things, but they're going to tell you what's happening in the streets, what you need to know. Like, you'll be walking around wondering, why all these carjacking, why all these shooting? And they have been told you, or so-and-so, this gang did this, and now they doing this, and they out here trying to get money, and they out here stealing cars. So they going to keep you aware. These young people going to keep you aware of what's really going on in the streets. So that's why I say that we got to smarten up. We got to see what's going on out here, because we know the mainstream media is lying to us. They're not telling us what's going on. So his channel is CSP. So you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to go to the trenches to get what's happening, what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? So now, this is when Fox covered this. So I already told you that we've been having was an issue already, a war with the Venezuelans and the black gangs. And then the Fox covered it. Now, let me show you when Fox covered it. Now, Fox covered it 2 months. So, hold on.
The city's local counterpart.
Okay, so when I showed you the video of the guy talking about it, it was 3 months ago. Now, he told you what was happening, right? Fox covered it now. They covered it 2 months ago. So Fox was a month late telling you what's going on, while this gentleman was telling you what's happening on the ground. All right? So let's see what Fox got to say.
Bringing tensions to an all-time high. Our next guest is a former gang member who now runs a violence prevention program and warns that the city may go up in flames, fearing an all-out turf war. Tyrone Muhammad is the founder and CEO of Ex-Cons for Community and Social Change, and he's been kind enough to join us. Now, Tyrone, thanks so much for joining the program. So let's
Wait a minute. Why I keep... Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me do something. Because my phone is...
And staying in the United States, Vice President Kamala Harris has kept a low profile since her loss to President-elect Donald Trump.
Let me see, my phone acting crazy.
Hold on, y'all. Week-long Hawaiian retreat as her party grapples with the fallout from the election.
Oh, man,
However,
I'm trying to show you all this, and my phone acting crazy.
With a Thanksgiving message to her supporters. And
so he was going to tell you... So that video was...
There's more on the
VP's
next steps.
So that video was Let me show you.
As long
Hold on, y'all.
after a stunning electoral loss to Donald Trump, Vice President Kamala.
Look, my phone going crazy, y'all. It's just doing what it want to do. Look at it, it's jumping. So look, y'all. Look, so anyway, that piece was, okay, so they were reporting on what was happening in Chicago because they heard and saw that it was a war going on, and that there was what happened with the young gentleman Calvin and Cairo. So, and they had been hearing that it's gangs in Chicago that's operating and it's a war. So Fox News came in and they covered it, and then they were talking to a gentleman who it was ex-cons for Trump, and then they was giving talking to him, and he was basically telling what's happening and how what's going on in the streets. So that's what I was trying to show you all. Many people don't like they don't like the truth. She is in shape. Yeah, so people don't like the truth, you all. So when you try to show them what's going on and let them see that, yeah, the Lord is the truth. The Lord is the truth. She's not lying though. I'm not, listen, you all, when you try to tell people what's going on, because listen, who don't want to know what's happening in your area? Who don't want to know so you can know how to move around and move? Like, I'm sure Lake and Rowley, I'm sure she wanted to know that you had illegal rapists here. So I don't have to just go out and then you getting raped and killed and things like that. But see, the mainstream media, they want to show you, they don't want the Democrats to look bad even now. So they will lie to you, tell whatever you saying is misinformation, tell you Trump a liar, he's racist, all that, before they tell you the truth. But then you got the people on the ground trying to tell you what's going on. And they still tell you not to believe us. They still tell you that. And then tell us to deal with it. That's what they tell us. Y'all deal with that. No, I ain't finna deal with this garbage. When you deal with it in your neighborhood, then I deal with it. When y'all deal with this, when y'all people who making millions of dollars to lie to us and push this propaganda, when you all deal with it, then I deal with it. Lead the way. Be the example. You deal with it first. And then I deal with it. Maybe I deal with it. Show me first how to deal with it. Okay, so this is...
for community and social change, and he's been kind enough to join us. Now, Tyrone, thanks to Chicago, have caught the attention of the city's local counterparts, bringing tensions to an all-time high. Our next guest is a former gang member who now runs a violence prevention program.
So he's saying Chicago has caught the attention of them. Because you see, the New York News, the New York Post talked about it. So the New York Post talked about it and things like that. So what was happening in Chicago, people talking and not letting it go under the radar and screaming about it. Now they covering it a month later.
Warns that the city may go up in flames, fearing an all-out turf war. Tyrone Muhammad is the founder and CEO of Ex-Cons for Community and Social Change, and he's been kind enough to join us. Now, Tyrone, thanks so much for joining the program. So let's first, before we get into the criminal element, talk about the money that's being spent, because I know you talk about the community and building those black communities and Hispanic communities in Chicago that were affected before this crisis. They're spending $464 million on this crisis. Can y'all be using that money somewhere else?
You know, I don't know any household, Lawrence, where you yourself would pay my mortgage before you pay your own. That would be considered crazy. So that's the very fact that our government believe, with all the issues and systemic disinvestment that's happening to all these communities throughout America, that you were in our face when, for specifically Chicago, where black voters have voted for one party consistently and religiously, that party would not listen to the voters or the community to say, us first, we should be first, put us first. And the very notion that anyone would have the audacity to think that non-citizens should go before the black community and the most impoverished communities is asinine.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a slap in the face. So that's the first part of this problem. The second problem is that you got the gangs that are coming in now. Trinidad Agua is now fighting with the local gangs.
Listen.
And this is on top of an already problem right now. You got robbery that's up 12%, aggravated battery is up 13%, motor vehicle theft is up 43%.
Look at those numbers.
And you invited them in to go against now the local gangs already in Chicago. Explain to us what's happening on the ground.
So let me just say this. We just heard about a vice president who said she specialized in locking up and arresting transnational gangs, while the very party that she's a part of, the policies with the sanctuary cities and the border crisis, she supports. And now the influx of it is, which is oxymoronic at the same time. Now we have to fight transnational gangs and the influx of these men who we don't know where they come, what crimes they committed, and the violence that they've been involved with thus far. With that being said, we are on the front line every day, making sure that our communities are safe. And it's really not about the black community. This is just the beginning, because violence anywhere is violence everywhere. America should be afraid that this can happen in American cities, one of the biggest cities, one of the biggest tourist attracting cities in the country, that we can watch this happen all over the country and not be outraged. And this is the policies, sir. This is what I'm saying, Lawrence. It's the policies that has affected our community and has turned black people, black communities against the current administration.
You know what, Tyrone, you hit it on the head. Just because they invited them into our communities to stay, took our resources in black America, that doesn't mean that the criminal element is not going to spread nationwide. And you've been on the front line of this. I look forward to having you back, Tyrone. Thank you so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
Okay.
Tell me.
And I mean,
So y'all see, that was 2 months ago. 2 months ago. There it go right here. 2 months ago. The gentleman reported on this 3 months ago. So, you see, are you getting what I'm putting out? Are y'all getting it? We telling y'all what's going on. They catching up to us. The mainstream media is catching up to us. And then we only had Fox was the ones covering it. Now, you think these people didn't know that all these gangs were here, that it's turning into a turf war, it's turning into a war between blacks and Venezuelans, but now I'm hearing that the Mexicans are in a war, or Hispanics are in a war with the Venezuelans. That's what I'm hearing now. I'm gonna look a little bit into that the Hispanics and the Venezuelans are at war in Chicago like bad too. So I'm hearing that. I just heard about this, and I'm getting ready to go find some. I'm gonna have to go in the trenches, y'all. I'm gonna have to go in the trenches to find out some information, because if it's happening, you're gonna get it in the trenches first, and then it's gonna come to the mainstream media. So I'm gonna go see if that's what's going on. But like I'm saying, right, they know. Say right, they know. Look, they gonna give you what's really happening on the streets. And so this is what I'm talking about. So when you all see us, keep telling you all, when to see this mayor and all these Democrat mayors crashing out and talking about they willing to go to jail for these illegals before they let ICE come in and get these people, before they let they take our tax money and get them legal get their legal fees and legal charges. They'll take Trump to court on our taxpayer dollar account and things like that. When you hear people talking like that, that is a slap in the face. So these are criminals. And not only are you going to fight to keep these people, to keep ICE from touching these people, you're going to use our tax dollars to do it. To take Trump to court, to do what we asked Trump to do. We asked Trump to come and do this and handle this. We asked Trump to come in and take care of this situation that the Democrats caused. So you're going to not only do that, you're going to take our tax dollars and keep spending it on them. So since this is what they feel, since they want to crash out for these people, then we're going to let them crash out with them. We're going to go to jail, all of y'all Democratic mayors. We want y'all to go to jail with them. And not only that, we're going to make sure y'all never get in office. And then we're going to counsel those people who tried to send us into a burning building. Not only are we going to counsel them and drive their money up, we're going to counsel these news networks. The reason why they crying now, because their ratings are so low, because some of the people woke up to the lies they were spewing. Now we're going to counsel you. And then we're going to, you know what we're going to start doing? We're going to start listening to the people that's telling what's happening on the ground. So if the people showing receipts and they're showing what's going on before anybody else, then we're going to start giving those people more credibility than you, mainstream media. Because we know y'all done lied, y'all done pushed lies, y'all done propaganda these networks to the fullest extent of the law. A propaganda, whatever you want to call it. How you could say that propaganda or propaganda? I don't know. I'm gonna make up a word. Y'all done pushed that all the way over here with the lies y'all done told. Man, please. So, like I said, I just want to show you all that who our mayors and our aldermen and our people and our governor, who they're talking about crashing out for, who they willing to go toe to toe with Trump for, who they're willing to not allow Trump to come in and get. And Tom Homan said, man, we can start with the criminals. Let me come in and get the criminals. Let's just start with them. And they talking, and they don't even want him to come in and get them. That's what I'm telling you. They want to crash out to these people. So we're going to let them crash out. We're going to let them crash out. And on election day, when it's time to put these people, our aldermen, and elect our governor, and elect our mayors, and elect our state's attorney, and elect our Cook County Sheriff President and all that. Cook County Board President, all that. We're going to crash out on them. Y'all won't get back in office. I bet you that. I bet you that. See, we good. We good with y'all doing that, because you know what? It's opening a lot of people's eyes to how y'all really feel and who's really important to you all. So keep doing that, Democrats. I love it. I love it. Keep doing it, because you giving us more ammo to show to flip Chicago red. Y'all giving us more ammo to show to flip Illinois red. Keep giving us that ammo we need to shine a light on you idiots and how terrible you all are, and how you all are not for the Chicago citizens, the Illinois citizens, and American citizens. Keep doing that. We cool with that. We cool with that. So, with that being said, the media is a little slow in getting y'all the word out. And when I say slow, some of them just ain't gonna cover it. Like I said, the Roland Martin, the Joy Reid, the Steve Harvey, the D.L. Hewleys, they getting canceled anyway. We gonna cancel them. All right. Remember, y'all, we canceling them. But The View, remember y'all, we counsel those people, Al Sharp and all them people, they getting counseled. But these people who are telling what's happening, they cool. Like I said, Fox, they covered it, because this is what's been happening. But the people who showing y'all, the grassroots people who trying to wake y'all up and showing y'all the lies that's being told to you all, who's showing you what's really going on in these Democrat-ran cities and states and things like that. We're showing you this for a reason, because they will not cover these things. And you need to know this so you can make an informed and educated vote. Because like the gentleman said, we just don't, the Democrat policies is killing us. The Democratic policies. And that's what you have to look at. It's not, you can't look at a black face. You can't look at do identity politics. You have to look at the policies that's being implemented and how the policies are hurting your community, or if they're hurting your family, how they're directly hurting you. It's the policies that we're dealing with. Until those Democrats understand that their policies do not align with America, their policies are not for putting America first, their policies are not, they're anti-American, they're anti-citizens, until The Democrats understand that and come out and say that and show that with their actions. They're on a long time out. And that's what it is. Thank you for waking and telling the people. Yes, it's true. He pardoned his son. Crazy word. Yeah. Name the policies we want receipts. So like with policies, sanctuary cities, that go one receipt. I just showed you the policies. Somebody name the policies. Do you think having sanctuary cities, do you think that's helping American citizens? That's helping America? It's helping Chicago? That's one of the policies, idiot. It's one of the policies. Can you, hello? I just went through a whole video of the policies, the Democrat having a sanctuary city. That's one of the policies that's not for America, don't help the American citizens, don't help Chicago citizens. Being a sanctuary city. Look how dumb y'all are. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all gotta open y'all mind. I'm serious. I know y'all only working with one brain cell. I know it. I know some of you all only have one functional brain cell. But I promise you, if you just use that one functional brain cell, just that one, I promise you, if you use that one functional brain cell and just listen, you will start your man. You will have 2 functional brain cells. Then you're gonna have 3 functional brain cells. Then you're gonna have 4, and there you go. Just use one of them. Just use the one that's functioning right now and just think. Open up your mind. Stop trying to debate me. Stop trying to tell me I'm lying. Stop trying to say all this stuff on these comments. Just use that one functional brain cell that you have. That's it. I'm dead. And deal with it. Deal with it. Now, Jerry Steinfeld, you finna go. Yup. I don't mind y'all having, seriously, I don't mind you all having different opinions. I don't, long as it's respectable, for real. Respectable, don't be disrespectful. You know, everybody gonna have different opinions. That's cool, for real. I welcome that. But when they get disrespectful, or when it's coming across terrible, then I'm gonna come back at you. I'm gonna give you that same energy. And I'm gonna make you look stupid. It don't mean I don't love you. It just means I'm gonna make you look stupid. I'm gonna talk about you. That's all. I'm gonna talk about you for a little bit. But that don't mean that I don't appreciate your differences. That don't mean that I want you to think like me. That don't mean none of that. I'm just trying to show you the truth. So only thing I'm here to do is give you the facts and let you see what's going on and tell you how the Democrat Party is lying to you. I'm going to show you like I'm showing you. And it's up to you to say, okay, I got the facts. I see this way. I see what's happening right here. And I see what's happening right here. Now I can make an educated decision and to say, okay, this works for me or this doesn't work for me. I'm just giving you the information. And whatever you do with it is on you, because some of their policies, you might align with them. They might work for you. So you might be illegal. So their illegal policies work for you. You might be a transgender. So their policies work for you. So hey, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. If their policies they have work for you, that's fine. Listen, that's our right in America. That's the right we have to choose what works for us and vote accordingly. But when y'all come with this ignorance, this willful ignorance, and I show you all what's happening, and y'all tell me I'm lying or it's not the truth, then I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about you a little bit, and then I'm going to love on you. I'm going to call you an idiot and one functional brain cell moron, but then I'm going to tell you I love you too, and I'm going to tell you Jesus loved you, okay? So that's what it is, y'all. It's just gonna be what it is. All right, y'all. So let me see. Yeah, that workout machine. This is my workout machine. So this is my ab machine, you all. So I always make them, like when my clients come, I don't just let them do the ab machine. They got to give me some abs with it. So we're going to work top and bottom abs. So anytime I'm doing something, they got to give me their legs, their knees, right? Or they got to turn sideways. So now when you turn sideways, you get those obliques, y'all. So they turn sideways, they got to still give me that knee. If I go to the other side, look, they got to still give me that knee. And then when I go to the front, look, I want both knees. So yeah, this is my ab machine, right? So this is where fitness meets politics, you all. This is where somebody said, look, save Flint, Michigan. Let's make Flint, Michigan great again, huh? So look, you all. Somebody said they hate, they said Chicago accent and they hate it. It's on here. You all, I didn't even know I had, everybody keep asking me. They say, you know, are you from the South? Or you sound like, the way you pronounce words and the way you talk, it sounds like you from the South or something like that. I'm like, no, I lived in Chicago all my life. But a lot of people, some people be like, man, your accent is crazy. I don't know it. I don't hear it. And they say the way we pronounce certain words, it's crazy, right? And I keep hearing that. And somebody just said that. And they was like, I hate y'all accent. I mean, look, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, a lot of people, I know with us, sometimes certain words, we pronounce certain words. Like we always say asking. Asking. That's how we say it. Instead they said asking. That's the way you say it, asking. I mean, we say asking. They said asking. So it's certain way, you know, certain times we pronounce words that and what y'all getting ready to do, or what y'all finna do, or y'all and things like that. So yeah, that's, you know, that's just the way we talk. So I'm not trying to impress nobody with my accent, if I do have one, if I don't. If you don't like the way I sound, if you don't like the way I talk or pronounce words, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. That's all. Like whatever Trump do, deal with it. Can I get y'all to say deal with it? I told you all, that's me. We heard the mayor. Yeah. So accent doesn't matter. It's your content that matters. Yeah. So somebody just said that. So deal with it. Whatever happens, y'all, deal with it. We dealt with this garbage administration for 4 years. We dealt with everything. Illegals all in our neighborhood. We still fighting them. We finna go up here Monday, tomorrow, and fight this Democratic, dumb, incompetent mayor tomorrow. So whatever, and y'all voted for him. We didn't even vote for this idiot. So whatever my accent sound like, whatever way I pronounce my words, whatever I say, whatever Trump do, deal with it. We don't care, y'all. We don't care. All right? We had to deal with it, and we still dealing with the garbage y'all put us in. We still dealing with it. That's why we fighting. We going down there tomorrow. I have to fight this idiot. We dealing with it. And we, like I said, we didn't put this man in office, but we have to deal with the consequences of your actions. So whatever Trump do, and I really mean it, whatever he do, deal with it. Whatever I say, whatever the way I say it, however I sound, deal with it. If not, don't, you ain't gotta listen to me. That's it. So look, y'all, so tomorrow, tomorrow I'm gonna go live tomorrow, and I'm going to, live. I just noticed that I said live instead of live. That's how we do it. You know what? Okay, I can kind of see those words. I can kind of see that. When I said that, I can see that one. Okay, that's funny, but yeah, I can see that because I said live, and it's live. Yeah, so I can see that. I can see what you're saying. All right, but anyway, so tomorrow, I'm going to do some videos. I might just post some videos. But then I'm gonna go live tomorrow after the council meeting, and then show you all what happened, what we had to deal with, and what's going on. Or I might do go live tomorrow at the council meeting. So just get notifications. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and get the notifications, because I'm not sure about tomorrow what time I'm gonna go live. If I go live in the morning, I'm definitely gonna go live like later on, maybe around 6:30, because I have clients tomorrow. So maybe around 6:30 I'm gonna go live. But if I go live in the morning, I'm not going to announce it. You just gonna see the NBC live, and I'm going to be showing, and that's because I want to show like who in the council meeting, show your aldermen, who there, what it looks like, and things like that. So just get the notifications. Please like and share. Please like and share the video. Please like the video, and just get your notifications and subscribe, y'all, because that's when you're gonna get the notifications, and then we adjust that way. If I don't say I'm gonna go live and I just go live, you'll know. Because sometimes I know it's gonna be crazy this week, y'all, and I know it's gonna be crazy this month. And when we up there, you all need to see. And sometimes I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what? The people need to see what's going on. And I'm just gonna push the live button. So that's why I need you all to be tuned in. So that's what's happening tomorrow. You know, we have, like I said, I'm going to keep you all notified, because I'm going to come back tomorrow. I might go live in the morning, but if not, I'm definitely going to be talking about it tomorrow night at 6:30, maybe 7. And we're going to talk about what happened, what's going on. And then we're going to let you know who we're going to make famous, which one of your aldermen we're going to make famous Friday. And then we're just going to go from there. All right? Because we're going to bend down there. We're going to put the name out the hat. And we're going to let them know, okay, whatever y'all trying to vote on, we're about to make you famous. So we're not playing with them. So with that being said, look at this. Look at Raymond. Raymond, you all said Project 2025. See, that's what I mean. We don't want to miss your content. Yeah, so please like, subscribe, and then just get the notifications. Listen to what Raymond said. Raymond said Project 2025, y'all. We got some more work to do. We have some more work to do. Can I be, look, it say, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Look, Frosty want to be your, look, y'all. They said, they said Project 2025. This is where we at, you all. This is what I mean when I say one functional brain cell. They typed under here, yeah, but what about Project 2025? This is what I'm talking about, you all. This is the people who we dealing with. So we got to give them some love, y'all. We got to show them some grace. If you click my name and press and as look, so we got to give them some grace, y'all. So we got to give them some grace. And we got to give them some love, y'all, because I'm telling you, these people lonely. These people lonely. This is what the these people won't, you know, they lonely. The Democrat, I told you all what they push and what they advocate for. And it's a bunch of lonely people on that side. You see Joy Reid, she can't even enjoy her family. She can't even give it up. She keep crashing out. She keep going online with these rants and acting crazy, looking a fool. That lady need to go to get some help. Looking a fool. She need to go get some help. These people sick, y'all, and we need to help them. And because we need to stop listening to them, stop giving them that view, the ratings. They show the joy. What is it? Joy Read Out or the Joy Out? Whatever it is, we need to stop looking at those shows so they can go get the help, they much needed help that they need, y'all. These people need help. They mental is not right. They deranged. And so we need those people. We need to stop looking at them so when they don't have no more, when they viewership go down and the network is over, they can go and get the help they need. They can go get the professional help they need, and they can come back a better person. Like I said, about 20 or 30 years, they can come back and they're better, and if they sound like they got some sense, then we'll take them out the time out box. But if they don't, then they're gonna stay in a little longer and go get some more help. That's how we're going to do them. I'm serious. I'm real serious, y'all. That's what we doing in 2025. That's what we doing. They gonna deal with it, and they gonna have to get some help. That's where we at. All right. I just gave y'all our New Year's resolution. Okay, but anyway, you all, Tuesday, I will be putting up the 6-week challenge. I will be putting it up Tuesday. The 6-week challenge, you all, so get ready for it. We're gonna be working it out. And like I said, the diet, you all got, it's not a diet. Because I don't use diets, fast, and nothing like that. So you're going to just be limited. Basically, you're going to have a low starches and sugar. So they're going to be very, very limited, your starches and sugar. So if you can't think about the keto diet, the lifestyle, Atkins lifestyle, things like that, where your carbs, you have a low amount of carbs and sugar. All right. So this is what we're going to get our mind to start doing, because New Year's, January, everybody always say my New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Well, we're going into the new year, already healthy, already got our mind, right, got our food, the way we're eating, healthy, right. So in that way, when Kennedy get in office, when he get over the food and being put over the food, and where our food we can worry about, because I always preach about how all of this garbage is in these foods. I've been preaching about that, how what we eat is killing us. So I'm very excited to see what Kennedy is going to do with the food industry. And so with that being said, I can go now, come on here and show you all some new things that maybe is happening in the food industry, and then I can give you all tips. Okay, look, you all, instead of eating this, we can eat this now, things like that. So I'm going to definitely be keeping my eye on that when he gets into office, but I'm going to definitely be showing you all some things that we're going to be doing to be healthier, because my the very first thing with me is your health, being healthy and being able to live a long time, to be around your kids, to raise your kids, to be with your family, to be with your husband, your kids, everything. That's what I'm mostly about, family. Telling us that, look, we need to get back to marriage. We need to get back to God, Father, mother, and child. We need to get back to whole households. We need to get back to marriage. We need to get back to glorifying marriage and glamorizing marriage, not singleness and not all this other craziness that the Democrat Party been pushed for all these years. All right, we getting right back to what God wants and what God say that He put us on earth to do. All right. I need a personal trainer to come to Los Angeles. Oh, I would never come to Los Angeles. I wouldn't come to Los Angeles until that mayor, man. We got to do a whole new revamp of, man, California. Listen, you all, I'm black and 68 years old, 6'1", 170 pounds, and a vegan from 26. Oh, that's good. That is good. That is good. So look, because listen, you all, and I'm really serious about this. When I move, if and when, I'm never moving to another Democrat city, state, nothing. No, you ain't gonna be able to, you can't get me to move to another Democrat or liberal city, state. When I move, it gotta be somebody who think like me. I gotta be somewhere where people think like me, and we all on one accord. That's what I gotta do, because I can't deal with like we dealing with now. people want to do one thing and you fighting for another thing, and they mad at you because you seeing what's going on and trying to, and they steady voting in the opposite of what's good for them, but you got to go fight it. No, I can't do this. No. The people who gonna wake up, who God has called for me to help wake up, or burden me to wake up, or to speak to, or say this is it, that's what it is. Everybody else who can't hear it, who not trying to hear it, hey, like Miss Jessica said, you gotta tell it, you gotta say it, and if people receive it. If people don't, then you gotta just wipe your foot off, wipe your dirt off your foot, and keep it moving. That's where we at. Everybody not gonna be saved. That's where I'm at. The ones who hear. The ones who are waking up. The other ones, if they gotta be left behind, it's hey, it is what it is, y'all. That's what I'm at. So but anyway, so yeah, that's where we at. Please like the video, subscribe to the video and to the channel, because like I said, tomorrow I will be live. I don't know if it's going to be in the morning. I know for sure it's going to be in the evening, but I'm almost sure it's going to be in the morning, because I'm almost sure it's going to be some craziness going on. Okay, so just be looking out for that. But anyway, I love you all. I love you all so much. And remember, that's what I told my people who, who want to troll and say mean things in the comments. Don't worry about it, because in the end, I'm going to bring you to Jesus. So here we go, y'all. So, if you're not saved, if you don't know Christ, if you're miserable, if you feel like you're alone, seriously, I'm real serious, because the Democrat Party did a number on a lot of people's minds. If you feeling alone, scared, nervous, God didn't give you a spirit of fear. That's not who he is. That's Satan. If you feeling fearful, if you scared what Trump gonna do, and all this stuff, scared and feeling anxiety and things like that, that's not of God. If that's the way, that's what's happening to you. If you just feel like, you can't go on, and they got you thinking this administration, you could just die and all that, listen, you all, that's not God. So what you have to do, if you're a sinner, you got to repent. You got to ask God to, Lord, please forgive me for my sins. Please forgive me for the things that I have did, knowingly and not knowing. Please forgive me for the things, because these things that I'm dealing with, that I do, are strongholds. I actually like doing them. Some people like sinning. I like this. I want to do this, but I know it's not right. I know if I die today, I know where I'm going. So I ask you, Father, to help me with these things. I repent, and I don't want to do these things no more. So just help me, come into my life, and please accept my repentance. Once you repent and mean it, confess with your mouth. Yet, Father God, I believe that you are the Son of God, Jesus. I believe that you died for my sins, and I believe that you rose and rose with all power. I believe that you are the Son of God. Confess, believe with your heart, you all, and then ask God, Lord, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I haven't experienced you or whatever, but I know who people say you are. So I want to have a personal relationship with you, not who people tell me you are, not what people tell me I should do. I want to have a personal relationship with you. So I'm asking you, Father, to come into me. Give me all of you and take all of me, because I don't want this. I can't make a clear decision without doing something wrong. So I need you to take all of me and give me all of you. Do that, you all. Confess, repent, confess that he is Lord. Ask him to come into your life. Ask him to change you and to show you who he is, and he will do it. He will do it, you all. And then from there, it's on him. It's on him to do all the things you ask him to do, and he will do it. And then you come out a better person. And then you come out, and now you believe in the family structure. And now you believe in that God is the head. Now you're not believing in all this garbage. And now when you see Satan and what he's trying to push and his devices, because you know God, you can say, that's not of God. I can't go that way. I can't advocate for that. I can't push that. That's totally against what God says and what he wants. So, you just got to start seeing it, because we're dealing with principalities in high places. We're not dealing with flesh and blood, you all. We're dealing with literally demons and principalities, all right, that's trying to destroy this earth. So we're in the spiritual fight. We're in the spiritual fight, you all. This is not, Joe, this is just not flesh. This is not combat. We spirit. This is a spiritual fight we are fighting. All right, and we gotta fight it in the spirit. It's not flesh. All right, I love y'all. I will see you all tomorrow if God is willing. I will see you all tomorrow in the morning. We will be down there. If you can come down there. We're going to 121 North LaSalle Street. You got to be there at 9 o'clock, but the meeting starts at 10. We're going to be there tomorrow at the City Hall building. After that, if you want to be a part of Chicago Flips Red, it don't matter if you're not in Chicago, if you're in Illinois, if you're in New York, if you're in California, whatever, because we're going to be doing Zoom calls for the people who are in different states. And then we're going to get together. So if you want to join Chicago Flips Red, then just go and email. I'm gonna put the email on here when this video finishes loading. Chicago All Hands on Deck. It's the gmail.com. It's the email. Chicago All Hands on Deck at gmail.com. If you want to be a part, we have our town hall meetings on Thursday. So I believe we're going to have our town hall meeting on the Thursday. So if you want to be a part of it, you want to come, then like I said, just email that email. If you want training, if you want training, if you want to work out with me, if you want to do things like that, if you want to know more about Danny C on the training side, you can go to my IG. My IG is You Against You Fitness. That's You Against You Fitness. It's right here. You can go to You Against You Fitness. That's my IG name. Or you can go to my Facebook, Danielle Carter Walters. And I'll put all that up there. And Twitter. What is that? Danny C44. So I'm going to put all that up there. But anyway, I love y'all. I love you all. I will be Tuesday putting up our 6-week challenge. But I love you all. Please, please, please. If you don't do nothing else, get saved. All right? I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. If not in the morning, then it's definitely going to be in the evening. But subscribe and get the notifications. And I love you all. Take care. All right? Have a great evening. Have a great evening. And I wish everybody the best. All right? Love y'all. And I mean it. Tell me how you love them. It's how much you love. You don't even know that.